Hello, this is Lauren Grinder with Success in Fundraising, and I am excited to share more about this fundraiser with you. Let's start off by talking about what a fundraiser is. Fundraisers are used to help your group raise money for a particular purpose. Do you know the purpose for your fundraiser? There are lots of reasons why groups fundraise. There's playground equipment, uniforms, community improvement, or just helping a worthy cause. Do you know what the most important part of this fundraiser is? You! Yes, if it was not for you, this fundraiser would not be successful. Sometimes it seems like a lot of work, but you can certainly take pride in being part of this great cause. We have looked into it and have found that the one thing that always helps a fundraiser is participation. The more sellers that go out and reach customers, the more successful the fundraiser will be. So, who has heard of a butter braid pastry? Well, if you have, this will be a review. But for those of you who are unsure, a butter braid pastry is a delicious pastry made with special dough that goes through a process that makes layers of butter and dough, which gives this pastry a delightful flaky texture. Then they are filled with sweet or savory filling and hand braided together. These pastries come frozen and will need to thaw and rise before you bake them. The best part about this process is that you will get the smell of fresh baked bread. And when you cut into it and taste the warm pastry, you are overwhelmed with the feeling of homemade and a desire to share with friends and family, which is why they are so popular at gatherings and holiday events. Butter braid pastries come in a variety of mouth-watering flavors. My personal favorite is the 4 cheese and herb. Does one of these flavors sound good to you? Do you know who your group leader is? That is the person who has all the answers. This person will also remind you of important deadlines, and this is also who you will give your order form to at the end of the sale. Let's take a quick look at the order form that you will be using to collect your sales. The front side has pictures of this yummy product. You can show this to customers to help them know the flavors they get to choose from. Now, let's look at the back. Starting at the top right, there are some important dates that you should know. The first one is the date that you need to have the order form returned to your group leader. The second date is the delivery date. This is when you can plan to take your sales home for distribution. Now, let's move down and to the left side. There, you will find a spot for your name, and it also shows your group name and how to write checks for those customers who desire to write checks. Below that, you will find the name and phone number of your group leader, so that you are able to have your questions answered quickly. Moving to the right, you will see the variety of flavors and the price of each. Keep in mind, if your group has chosen to use the online store, there will be 2 more flavors there, plus some gluten-free options. The rest of the form is mostly where you will be putting your customers' information. You need basic contact information and how many of each flavor they want. Then total it to the right and calculate how much they owe you. So, how do you fundraise? Well, we suggest doing a little planning ahead of time. First, make a list of who you could ask to support your cause. There are some good hints written on the back of the form to give you ideas. Then, you can plan on how to reach them, either by phone or email or in person. Remember to be safe as you sell, and don't talk to people you don't know. If you are using the online store, you can share a link out to friends and family, but you are still obligated to distribute the product, so make sure they are not too far away. There are a few things to remember as you talk to people. It is important to share why you are fundraising. Most of your customers care about you and your cause. You should remind them that the product you are selling is only available through a fundraiser. So if they like the brand, they may want to stock up. Always remind your customers when they can expect to receive their product, and always thank them for their purchase. When you are out selling, you need to collect the money as you sell. This way, there is no risk to you or your group. If you use the online store, the money will be collected as they order. Let's talk about the online store a little bit more. Its purpose is to offer you more payment options for your customers. This way, you can accept debit and credit cards. The fun part is that if you can use it, you will have your very own store for people to purchase from. Your group leader may have already set you up, or you will receive a link to self-register. The process is simple, with a quick verification, and then you're off and selling. There are several ways to share your store, so spend some time looking. And don't be afraid of asking questions. Just remember, online orders will get delivered with your paper orders for you to distribute. Your group leader will let you know if they chose to set up the online store. Remember that first date we talked about? That's right, it's when you need to bring your order form back to your group leader. There are a few ways you can make sure everything goes smoothly. Be sure your name is clearly written. Be sure the orders are easy to read, and be sure to have all the money ready for your sales. If you are using the online store, your group leader will add your paper sales to your online sales, and you will receive everything together at delivery. Remember that second date? That is the scheduled delivery date. At delivery, we will bring your orders pre-sorted. Your job is to find the box or boxes with your name on it. Double check that you have all your boxes and that all the boxes have your name on them. When you take your boxes, make sure that they get to a freezer if you are not distributing them to your customers right away. Also, make sure you get your order form back with your customers' information and what they bought. If you sold online, you should get a similar report that gives you all the information you need. Make a plan to distribute your sales to your customers as soon as possible. They will be eager to have them, and they may even want to eat one right away. Well, that's about it. You are selling a very popular product, so all you need to do is make sure that everyone knows where to get it. More importantly, you are raising money for your cause, and that is why many of the people are purchasing from you. Be sure to take some time and review the order form. This video can be found on our YouTube channel if you think you missed anything. We wish you the best as you go out and sell.